I really appreciate the fact that everyone's taken the time to come on tonight. To those of you who I've not met before, I'm Tamara Hunter. I'm an Executive Marketing Director with the Juice Plus company. I've also got Mike here tonight, who's having a listen in, and there's a whole heap of people from all over Australia, New Zealand, East and West Coast. We've got some people from the UK as well as people from Southeast Asia as well. So you guys are really coming on the call tonight. We have been absolutely blessed to have Adam and Kira come on our call tonight to tell us a little bit about their story. These guys have absolutely rocked it in the business over the last 2 years. In fact, I remember meeting both Adam and Kira at the Sydney conference just 2 years ago, and who would have guessed that they would be where they are today. Just a little bit about their background. Adam was quite an entrepreneurial PT who owned his own small business, but was exhausted, burning the candle at both ends, never seeing his family. Kira, as we all know, is famous for her role in MasterChef. She's always been a whole food health and wellbeing advocate, and she was trying to maintain that work and life balance with her 2 little girls. And these guys were introduced to the Juice Plus company by the beautiful and heart-driven Linda Evenden, and within the last 2 years have absolutely rocketed in this business. So Adam managed to get to National Marketing Director in record time, about 14 months, wasn't it, Adam?
Yep, 14 months.
Yeah, and he's just smashed 100 Club with his business. For those of you who are new to looking at our business, that means he's got over 100 people in his team who are seriously impacting on the lives of a significant amount of people in the community. And then Kira managed to beat his record of getting to National Marketing Director and made it in 13 months, and she's just jumped over 50 Club. I think she's at 54 Club now. So these guys truly are inspirational in this business. And I have asked the team tonight, just to save you from being bombarded with hundreds of questions, I've actually asked the team tonight to pose some questions. So Adam, I want to start with you if possible. Can you tell us a little bit about your introduction to the Juice Plus company, and what was it that actually made you say yes?
Look, for me, I was a personal trainer, as you mentioned before. I've come across, we love the product, to be honest, and you can imagine being a personal trainer, you get, and Kira had been my inspiration around health. So when the product came to us about 5 years ago, I kind of took it to Kira and kind of asked her to find what was wrong with it, and she loved it. And so I thought, well, if my wife loves it, it must be good, because she's the Nazi of all things health. And we used to prescribe the product to people, but I never really got the business. And to be honest, I'd actually done a business similar to this when I was about 20, and I kind of did it all the ways I'd say not to, which is I wrote a list of all my mates and went and hunted them down one by one. And when you add alcohol with passion and you're 20, that's pretty scary. And so my mates stopped inviting me to parties. I didn't get to meet girls, so I either and then what testosterone does, you understand that. So I think for us, that's kind of what my thing was. And it wasn't up until about when Linda started to talk. Can you guys hear us okay?
It's breaking up a little bit.
Is it all good? Yeah. About 2 years ago, Linda started to share some pretty amazing stories. It was probably 6 months leading up to that. I started to hear about some stories about some pretty growth that particularly had been going on in the UK. And I suppose my traditional business, as much as I love the challenges of long hours, and I never could see light at the end of the tunnel. Have you guys still got me?
Yeah, it's just breaking in and out at the moment, Adam.
Sorry, mate.
That's all right. Just
our internet's a bit funky tonight.
Sorry, Adam, you're just You might have to jump back on again, mate. You can hear me?
I know what it is. And I've always been ambitious and driven.
Well, dropped out. It's Monday. I don't know about you guys, but I've had one of them Mondays. Hopefully he'll just come back on again. My story's not nearly as interesting as his. Padding. Is anyone really good at padding?
Can you hear us?
Oh, you're bouncing in and out at the moment, Adam.
Is that better now?
Yeah.
I'm just going to try. Hang on one sec.
I don't know what's going on.
I'll just see if I can.
We just did 2 trainings seamlessly, so I'm not sure what's going on.
It's my Monday, I tell you.
We're just trying another computer as well. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to switch computers, but I need to keep this one on. Okay. I'm going to move it.
You guys hear us?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, just in brief, I suppose for us, I suppose for me, what changed is it was the stories. I definitely had heard some pretty amazing stories and got curious and decided to come along to an event and really become quite inspired about the success of others around and kind of considered what if. And I'm so glad we did. And you know, the last two years, you know, it's definitely changed our life in so many ways, especially our lifestyle and our financial position. It's been pretty amazing.
Yeah. So, Kira, I know when I first met you, I remember meeting you particularly. I had a little bit of, MasterChef girl crush going on. And I remember, Adam, you were very removed. You were quite standing back. What was it that really made you go, oh my God, yeah, this is it, moving?
I guess that was a progression for me. So when Adam had been in the business for about 7 months, he'd made about $50,000, I think. And we really started to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I started to believe maybe, this could be the thing that got him out of the business he was doing, which was really just making us dig a bigger hole, no matter how hard he worked. And so I definitely did not think that I could do the business or that I would be successful in the business, but I knew that I loved helping people with health. And so I just decided, well, if I could make $1,000 a month just helping customers, but not really doing the business, that would be an extra $1,000 a month that would move us closer towards our goal. So at that point, I had so much desire because we were in so much pain and we were in this weird transition point where him doing Juice Plus had actually affected our business. So although we could see the light, we were in an even trickier financial position. So I had that massive why there to step up and start contributing. But I made about $1,000 in my first month just doing customers, and that felt like $1 million. I felt so empowered by that because I'd been a stay-at-home mum for 8 years and hadn't generated much of an income in that time. And so I thought, well, maybe I could do $1,500 the next month. And I really just had those small achievable goals with my income. And what happened on the way is I'd done such a great job with my customers that 2 of them, who are both with me today, one's just gone Q and the other one's just about to, they reached out to me and said, oh, is there a business behind this? I've had such great results. I want to share it with my friends and family. And so I was kind of forced into owning the business at the beginning. I was kind of like, oh, yeah, there is. Adam, come help me. I was not owning it at all for another probably 4 months after that. And it really wasn't until that following conference after the first one I went to, which was Hamilton, I guess, where I really just felt, I remember leaving one thing where we had a team recognition thing. And I felt so angry at myself and frustrated that I'd been playing so small for so many years. And it was my own fault that I had no voice and that I felt like no one. And that really just, from that day, I had so much fire just to step up. And I knew I had all these gifts that I wasn't using. And I still probably didn't believe in myself to be one of those people, but just that drive in me, I guess, that I wanted to be successful and I wanted to make my impact as well. And yeah, just from that day forward, I had such a hunger in my belly to catch up to everyone and, you know, overpass them, which has just been crazy. But yeah, I guess you just need to find that thing inside you, because there's nothing in me that you don't have within you. You just have to find it and allow it to emerge. We all have these amazing gifts, and I think you can't truly live with passion and happiness and joy and success if you're not utilizing them in a way that adds value to people's lives. So that's probably when I really realized that I wanted this, and I was going to do it. And the only difference between failure and success is deciding to take action and then actually taking action.
Amazing. I think too that emotional connection that you have with that means that it really meant something to you. It was obviously something that you held very dear to you. So the fact that you've had such an emotional connection to that achievement and success is amazing. It's absolutely great.
Well, the interesting thing is that so many women feel the same way. And, you know, my team are full of women who feel unheard and feel like they're not using their potential. And, you know, many of us choose to be mums, and I always chose to be a mum and not a career person. I made that choice for myself before I was even out of high school. Not to say you can't do both, but I didn't at the time feel like I could do both. And so I've attracted a lot of women like that into my business who have that hunger because they feel like they're dying inside because they're not using their gifts and they're not being anything more than just a mum. And, you know, being a mum is my most valued role, and I cherish that more than anything. And it's been the greatest gift to be a stay-at-home mum, but we do need to have more purpose in our life. And this business can give you that.
Yeah, that's incredible. So just on that, Kira, obviously you have a team that has a lot of women in it, but equally this business is for anyone. And Adam, jump in and answer this as well. But who do you think this business is for? Who do you think is the sort of person that's going to grab this business and run with it?
It's definitely for anyone, but the people that make the biggest change and the biggest impact, generally speaking, are the ones with the hunger and the desire and the why. Because if someone's in their comfort zone, it takes more pain to get outside of it. Whereas we had so much pain where we were that being outside our comfort zone wasn't much different. And at least there was, you know, the hope of change on the other side of it. So there are thousands of people looking for something, and we have an amazing gift to share. And if you're not proud of that and you don't understand that it's a gift, then you need to go to work on that. Because until you understand that you have this incredible thing to give someone, you won't effectively share it, and you won't be out loud and proud about it, and your business won't, you know, get into that momentum phase.
And that's both the gift of the product and what it can do.
Both, absolutely. Yeah, we have the gift of health and we have the gift of wealth. Yeah. And thousands of people are in pain health-wise, and thousands of people are in pain financial-wise. There are thousands of people looking for this. Your job is to find them.
Yeah, that's awesome. Adam, what do you think about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Just to extend on that, I think people have to have a why. They have to have a reason why, because you have to get out of your comfort zone. You know, we're all comfy. And I think the thing is, when we talk about from the business side, people don't have to be in absolute, like, financial pain, so to speak, but maybe the sacrifices they're having to do to be financially successful is the pain they're in. It's the lifestyle. You know, we've got uber successful people around us in our life, but the sacrifices they have to make to their family, their choices, the way they live, you know, they're away from their family more than 100 days of the year. Like, I don't want to live that life. And I think for us, like, and what our biggest struggle was, is that we valued family and family time, but to be successful in traditional business, you know, they don't really go together from the model I've seen. You know, the people that I admire were all these successful businessmen at my local golf club, and they're all overweight, grumpy, and they're all on their own because most of their wives left them because they got sick of waiting at home for them, and they're never home. So I looked at that's the model of the world, and that's what I'm striving. That's not what I want. I want to have it all. And I think when you really understand what this business has to offer, and you find out and you take a genuine interest in people, you find out that this gets to tick a lot of people's boxes, whether they get to work when they want, wherever they want, with whoever they want, and they get to help and impact so many people's lives through health. and through lifestyle, you get to pass on this gift to others.
And there's other things just to extend on that people are looking for. You know, some people are just looking for a community to join. Some people are looking for a way to give back because their life, their job that they have currently has no purpose, no soul about it. There's so many different reasons that someone would be looking for this. And you don't need to go and spew it all over your friends because there is thousands of people looking for something. And if you just find those people, this business is easy.
That's awesome. Adam, you have really led the way in growing this business big and fast. I was just looking at the recognition that's just come through on our Facebook community page, and you know the number of achievers that you have in your team, you and Kira, both of you. Everyone wants to know, guys, what is your daily method of operation? What do you do to grow this business as big and as fast as you have every day?
Well, my DMO is get up and do the breakfast dishes and get my kids ready for school. I skateboard my kids to school every morning. But look, to be honest, I think, you know, talk to people, take a genuine interest in people. I don't go hunting people down. So I'm conscious about starting combos. I'm obviously using social media. I'm sharing my lifestyle more than anything because, I love the product. Don't get me wrong, and I think some people get this misconception that I don't care about the product. I love the product. I think the product's amazing, and I use the product. And I'll never stop taking it, whether I do this business or not. But from a business aspect, I think it's just so smart. So I'm taking an interest in people about their lifestyle, what they're doing for work, those things. And when I can hear they're not loving what they do, I might have something to be interested in. It's about as simple as that. So, and just share what I'm doing and following people up. Obviously, we have a huge team now. So I'm working with my team. I'm working with the workers, those that are ready to meet us halfway. Then I'm working with those guys. Those that I'm not here to drag anyone through this, and like climbing Mount Everest, guys, that you don't take the passengers with you because you won't get there yourself. So I'm taking the people that want to do this and finding the people that have got a big why. And if people don't have a reason why, I'm a bit cautious to how much I want to be spending loads of one-on-one time with them because are they going to want to get out of their comfort zone? So I think they're really, honestly, we do loads of events. So obviously Zoom's such a great portal, a great way to reach out. You know, every Sunday night we do a Zoom business event, and, you know, not to impress you, but just to impress upon the momentum. You know, we'll have like at least 100 people on that Zoom event every Sunday night, and, you know, hopefully a good portion of them are guests that are checking out what we're up to. So that's really our DMO. To be honest, I don't think it's nothing that anyone hasn't heard. We do lots of it. We're very consistent in our method. You know, we get to do this full time now, but I didn't in the beginning. You know, I was doing this in the ad breaks and MasterChef, and I was kind of doing it in stolen moments. But it was that consistent effort over time, and our team knows that too. It's just keep showing up, keep doing the do, and it's amazing.
So, guys, and again, this is kind of a question for both of you. When you bring somebody into your business and you have that discussion about, well, you know, what's your why? What are the key things that you really want them to do from the outset? What are the things that you, I guess, expect them to do as far as stepping up?
I think before you get to that stage, just spending time with them on establishing their why and just being vulnerable and real with them and investing time and interest in them and letting them tell you about them and what they do and what they want this to be for them, because someone's model of success might be $500 a month. You know, and someone else's is $10,000 a month in 6 months, you know, so you really can't make an assumption of why someone wants this. So allow them to share that with you. Allow them to share how much could this, you know, what are they hoping this could be for them financially? Do they have any other questions? And then from there, I set an expectation, but I'm very careful with my wording because there is no expectation. This is their business. I don't have any expectation or requirement of them. If they ask my advice, you know, if they want my advice on what they would do to be successful, I would advise, number one, that they're teachable, because we have a model that we know is successful. It's not our model. We're not attached to someone copying us because it's ours. We just know what we do is successful. We were teachable. So they want to be successful, just be teachable. The other one is consistency in your DMO, you know, in the high paying activities. posting and sharing, not Juice Plus spamming. I can't remember the last time I did a Juice Plus post. I don't do Juice Plus posts. Adding value to people's lives, that's what gets people interested. Following up conversations, starting conversations, like Adam said, taking an interest in people. Obviously, team training. So be consistent in all of those things. 10 minutes a day is far more powerful than playing catch up on Saturday. It's so important to find those stolen moments every day. And then the other one is just plug in. You know, those that are on team training every week, it's no secret that they're the ones that earn the money in our business. They're the ones that are growing. If they're not on team training, I'm not giving them one-on-one time, because probably what they're going to ask me is what we told everyone on training. You know, as Adam said, we work with the workers and the ones that are showing up, and they're always consistent on team training. Our leaders are consistent on, you know, even our newbie training, because they know that if they show up, their team will show up. So leading by example. So I set the expectation, but I put it all on them. There's no pressure from me, but if you want to be successful, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Great. So to both of you, what do you think would be the 5 key principles to grow a massive and sustainable business? So what do you think?
Well, ours are probably different because we grew ours differently. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, always, and Linda taught me this, and I love it. I honestly think that, and Kira's kind of covered it, there's 3 elements to success in our business. And the first one is desire, which we've all spoken about, why and all that. So without a why, guys, that makes you cry seriously or gets you fired up, then like to get you up every day, you're going to have excuses. If you're suffering from excuse-itis, you've got an excuse for the reasons why you don't get around to Juice Plus. And I'm telling you, just don't have a big enough reason why. Because if you knew that you could get what you want out of this in the next 3 to 5 years, nothing. If you just knew that it had to happen, then nothing would get in the way and there would be no excuse. It doesn't matter what's going on, you'd find a way. I think the second thing is be teachable. You know, learn from the people that have gone before you. Don't try to be the expert. You know, when I came into this business, I definitely had been doing business for a long time, and I felt like I had enough nous around business to be able to rock business. But honestly, I just surrendered. Like, I'm like, man, just teach me. I know nothing. Just I'm going to be like a blank canvas, and you teach me how to do these things. There's no doubt some of the skills that I've learnt on the way running my own business, I've been able to bring this into this business, which has been helpful. And then the third thing is, again, just helping people find, you've got to be consistent. So important, and just consistent in those high paying activities. And I know you guys want to know, come on, there's got to be more to it, but honestly, that's all there is to it. And there's no secret sauce other than work hard, put in the effort, and just be teachable and stay focused on what you want to get out of this, and nothing can get in the way. The neat ferrets that come towards you, you know, the people that have their opinion, honestly, you don't care. They don't, you can't even hear them when you're so focused on you honestly, you feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for people that don't get this. I think I always love to share Kira's story about where her belief went from. You know, when I first started this thing, she thought I was crazy. What am I doing with, you know, are you sure? And then 12 months later, she turned at me. We were on an event, or in between an event one day, and she goes, people are kind of stupid how they don't get this thing, hey? And it's amazing, like, how, you know, you got it. I do feel sorry for people. Like, are they going to go back and keep working like that for the rest of their life? Oh, well, they're not ready yet, and just move on. I'm going to find people who are ready. Is there anything else?
Yeah, well, mine are definitely different. So what's worked for me has been different because I didn't come with all those leadership skills and self-belief and all that kind of thing. So my top 5 principles that I share with my team is, the first one is build that belief muscle. So for the first 6 months, I was embarrassed about this business. I didn't own it. I didn't think I could do it. And the first 6 months of my journey, which is exciting because I think we're going to have team that are going to kick our butts in timing, because for the first 6 months, I really did not build this business intentionally. And that really came down to my belief in myself, in the company Juice Plus, and in the industry mostly. So when I decided to actually watch the links that I was told to watch right at the beginning, I was just like mind blown, like, oh my God, this is amazing. Why would you go and do anything else ever? I've always had enough sense to go, I'm not going to work my ass off for the rest of my life doing something I hate and be miserable. I did that for 5 years and, was pretty much depressed and had enough of it. And I've always just been like, what is wrong with me? I'm not lazy. Like, I have so much to give, but I just can't find that thing to be passionate about and work every day doing just to earn $500, And so when I watched those links, how to build your network marketing, the rise of the entrepreneur, there's heaps of them. Like this is it. This is how you own your own life. This is how you build your own dream. And, I have so much certainty now in it that people are attracted to that. And even if it's not for them right now, there's no awkward weirdness or any debate about, is it one of those things? They're like genuinely happy for me. And the people that don't understand it, as Adam said, I just feel sorry for them. It doesn't shake me whatsoever. The beginning of my journey, if I got a no in the product or the business, it was like, I like would lose my shit. Like it was like the first no, I pretty much quit then and there. Like, because I was gutted, right? Now I don't take it personally at all. I just feel sorry for them. And, I hate the word next because I do this with compassion and because I want to help people. But you know what? If they don't want to be helped, then I am on to the next person that is ready for this, that I can help. So build your belief muscle is number one. It will take you so far in this business. The other one is set goals. So Adam came into this as the visionary, as the businessman. I'm going to butt in this, I'm going to do this in the quickest. Like, he just had all that belief. For me, that literally makes him want to go rock in the corner. Even to this day, like, he still sets goals for me. Oh, you'll do this in this time. And that scares me. I don't have big vision like that. I have to see things in small, achievable steps, outside my comfort zone steps, but still achievable. So, for me, it was earn that $1,000. Then it was earn $1,500. Then it was earn $2,000. It was get to, go in the club levels, but even break them down again. Like, I've done this by putting one foot in front of the other. And, 14, 15 months ago, NMD did not feel like a possibility for me. Like, it just felt crazy and miles away. And to look and focus on NMD was too overwhelming for me. But when I just focused on one step in front of the other, I got there in the end. And the other secret to my goal setting is it's very specific every single month, and it's not a negotiable. So it's outside my comfort zone, but I grow every month. I'm not having a stagnant month in my business, and that's what's created momentum. And when I get halfway through the month and my business hasn't grown, that's when I get really outside my comfort zone and start reaching out to my chicken list and doing things that I wouldn't do otherwise, because I'm just scared about not reaching those goals. And I also set a stretch goal. So like a couple of months ago, I absolutely smashed my goal and my stretch goal. So imagine if I didn't have a stretch goal, I would have just chilled out because I hit my goal. So normally I fall somewhere in between them, which is always exciting because you just keep growing more than you can imagine. And also, I set specific goals. Like, I map out where is everyone in my team at, and what can they go for that month. So because I reach my goals by helping my team. It's not about me. This business is not about me. It's about my team and helping them reach their goals. And then I just get to reach my goals without focusing on myself. If you just focus on yourself, you're going to be pushing your team the whole way. They're not going to be inspired by you. They can pick up on it just being about you. Consistency, as Adam said, massive consistency. That's all this business is about. My diary, as Adam said, there's no secret. We work our butts off. I'm sorry to say, like, we enjoy it and it's paying us so well, and it's going to create financial freedom for us, in the near future. But my diary is packed with calls. That's the reality. And personal development is number 4 for me. So I really had to sit down and think about, who do I need to be? If my goal is 39 Club, who do I need to be to lead a 39 Club? I'm not that person yet. So I had to go to work on myself. And every day I start my day with a walk on the beach, and that's when I plug in. I multitask and I plug into my personal development every morning. And I've grown so much as a person from doing that. And I don't just listen to network marketing stuff. I listen to relationship stuff. I listen to health stuff. I listen to parenting stuff. Like, I really mix it up, because you just need to grow as a person in all areas to really be super successful at this. They all make an impact. And then the last one is build a strong team culture right from day one. So, I'm vulnerable and real with my team. I dig deep and help them as much as I can. I'm not sitting at the top and getting them to do all the work. I'm always looking at how can I be better? How can I serve more? How can I help them more? How can I add more value to them? How can I raise them up? And that creates a team culture where they raise you up and where they're excited about your promotions just as much as your own. And, they blow me away, like just how excited they get and how they check in with me. What am I going for and how close am I and who can they help? It's just amazing. So they're my top 5.
Yeah, that's awesome. The big things that I've gotten out of you guys tonight is definitely belief. And I think, Adam, I learned that very much from you when I listened to your call back in November, that, there's those 4 pillars of belief, belief in self, belief in the company, the product and the industry. You guys have belief shooting over 10 in all of those categories. It's fantastic. But the other thing that I really want to sort of let everybody know, particularly the guests who are on tonight, is yes, they're working really hard, but they're working it hard with an end in mind. This is, a 3 to 5 year plan, and what you're gaining out of this is leverage. And that's something that, traditional business cannot give you, particularly if you're in small business and your small business, like me, for example, is yourself. It's very hard to leverage yourself when you're unique. So,
and I just want to point out there, like, it doesn't start like that at the beginning. At the beginning, it's 10 minutes a day. And as it requires more time of you, you're getting paid accordingly. And we get paid really well right now. So, if I don't feel like jumping on a call, I just have to look at my bank account. And, it's just, and even better than that, we get paid incredibly. And more rewarding is the emotional revenue that comes with this. So we work our butts off. That is the reality, but it's nowhere near as hard as working for someone. I can tell you that. We work hard, but it's not hard work. It's enjoyable work.
Again, that's something you won't see in traditional business, is that emotional revenue. So, guys, I want to wrap it up because I know that you guys are up real late. So thank you. Many of us are big fans of MLM Nation. So I'm going to ask the Simon Chan question. To those of you who don't know Simon Chan, get on MLM podcast. So guys, if you had to start again and you didn't know anybody and you were somewhere new, but they all spoke English, but you had all your knowledge, your wisdom and your skills around the network marketing industry and particularly the Juice Plus company, what is it that you would do? How would you start again?
Question. To be honest, I just get out and do what I do. I just get out and talk to people. Honestly, we jumped in an Uber on Saturday. We stayed in the city, and we jumped in an Uber and I started a conversation and just took an interest in people. And honestly, if I go out and be conscious about talking to people and taking interest in people, getting 5 new people on my Facebook by just saying, hey, I might have something you could be interested in doing that. That's all I do. So get out and talk to more people. Take the time to ask people how they are. It's amazing what people will tell you if you just ask them, how's your day? How long you been working here? Are you having a good day? It's just phenomenal. And you get to find out there are so many people out there in this world that aren't loving their life. They're not loving their job. They're in pain with it, whether it be health or lifestyle or wealth. And the great thing is, guys, we have an amazing gift that you can really just offer. I don't go vomit Juice Plus on them there and then. I'm just like, I might have something that could be of interest to you. I'd love to send you something to check it out. Friend them on Facebook, and then build the relationship. So that's me.
Yeah, honestly, it would just be like wash, rinse, repeat, because we did not go and hunt down all our friends when we did this business. I have one very close, lifelong friend in this business who approached me. So it hasn't required our friends list and our client list to build this. If you go out and just look at how you can add value to people's lives and how you can help others, you will do well in this business no matter where you are. Because if you're a genuine person and you have a solution to people's problems, people aren't looking for Juice Plus. They might be looking for something to help them with their health. They might be looking for a way to create an income, and you have a solution to those problems. But, posting Juice Plus and spamming Juice Plus everywhere, that's not what people are looking for. Just take an interest in people, and you know what? You might not be able to help every single person. Not every person is looking specifically for something like that. But if you just care enough about people and add value regardless of an intention to sell for them, then when people are looking for something, they will come looking for you. And that's where consistency comes into it. If you're consistent in sharing the love and adding value to people's lives, you will be top of mind when someone is looking for something. So yeah, it just comes down to doing what we've done, I think, and that is just adding value to people's lives, starting conversations, and if we hear that someone's looking for something, we might have something for them. We don't have Juice Plus for them. We just might have an opportunity or, something in the area of health that might help them, that might meet their needs.
That's great. And again, it's keeping it simple, keeping it very simple, and just doing the numbers and creating the relationships and networking, which is what the industry is all about. So guys, thank you so much for your time. You guys really do embody everything that this company is all about. You share openly, and you lead. You go first, you lead by example, and it's been a really beautiful journey to watch, and it's been really lovely getting to know both of you. I've been very personally re-inspired despite being in the industry for 18 years. It's lovely to be re-inspired. So thank you so much for your time tonight. We're going to call it quits now. Thank you everyone to coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. I haven't had a Zoom call number quite this high before, so it's really fantastic. I hope you all really benefited from tonight, and go out and help the world and inspire healthy living with the Juice Plus company. So thanks guys.